welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. We're going to be doing a full face of makeup under $10. Every single thing on my face is going to be under $10. So excited about this video. Whoop! This video is a part of my under $10 series. I have posted about complexion products. I have posted about blush, bronzers, highlighters, eyeshadows, and now we're going to do a full face of everything that is $10 or less. So if you guys like unfiltered makeup opinions and honest reviews, subscribe and let's get into this video. Merry, merry, merry Christmas time. Can't believe that Christmas is so close at hand. So today we're going to be starting out with, obviously we're doing a full face of $10 makeup. I don't need to say like we're starting out with, but you can also base a lot of these products off of your everyday makeup bag, like a drugstore starter kit. Everything is under $10 in this video. Drugstore makeup is like my favorite by far. I think that drugstore makeup has really like stepped up its game. It has really come a long way. So primer today, we are going to be using technically two. I like to use a serum before I put on my actual primer. So the primer we're going to be using is the Hello Good Stuff. This is the Glow Serum Primer. It is from Essence Cosmetics. It has niacinamide in it, and it's the dupe for the niacinamide drops from Glow Recipe. So we're just gonna pack this into my skin. So everything that I use on my face will be linked in the description box down below. I like to use this primer because it just gives my face a little bit of the rejuvenation and it just puts moisture back into my face. Now that specific primer serum does have niacinamide in it as well, so it is supposed to help with your hyperpigmentation if you do have any, like I do. We're going to be using the ever so viral e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. This is one you can find, you know, at Walt. This is a very, very hyped primer. They say it is a dupe for, what is it, the Milk Gripping Primer? But it is. It's a power gripping primer. It has a jelly consistency. They actually came out with this primer after they launched the Mint Melt primer because the Mint Melt primer was like a huge success. And that's actually one of my favorite primers, but they discontinued it. So that is no longer available. Now they have the Power Grip Primer, and they're actually coming out with a new one that has niacinamide in it, and it is pink instead of green. This does like really like sucks your makeup right onto your face. And for foundation, we're using my ever so favorite and faithful and trusty Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. This has been the foundation I have worn in like every single video for the past like 2 months now. And this foundation retails for like, it's between like $5 and $6 depending on where you buy it from. But it really just like evens my skin tone and it really reflects and absorbs light so beautifully. So it makes your skin look absolutely beautiful and flawless. Now this is the Dewey one. So it does give my face a little bit more glow. And it really just brings, I feel like it really brings out like the natural beauty of your skin because it just looks so airbrushed. I like to apply it with a sponge, but you can apply it with a brush as well. And it's just so, so beautiful. Yeah, and then I do have some blemishes, but look how it like really covered as well. It just looks beautiful. Like on camera, when you're taking a picture and when you're like actually in person, it's just so beautiful. Very long lasting. It's just, oh, I can't get enough of it. For concealer, we're going to be using the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. This is now a $7 concealer at the drugstore, but I find it's very full coverage, very creamy on your skin, so it like blends out beautifully. And I have also found it doesn't dry on my skin as well. So I use it to cover up my blemishes, conceal right around my nose, and then just doing a little bit of like highlight as well. It literally just blends in so effortlessly and it really just like lifts. Then I use it to just a little bit to brighten up my forehead. And I usually just conceal like on the inner corner now. Sometimes I'll do a little bit of concealer here, but it's not really necessary, especially if you have enough where you can just like drag it and it really like lifts your eye. But this is like, if you're a fan of the Tarte Shape Tape Ultra Creamy Concealer, that one actually came out after the e.l.f. version. I've always said who is duping who here. Like, look how it just settles into my skin, melts in like butter. For setting powder, I'm gonna take the Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder. It is broken. Just be careful with your packaging. I honestly have no idea how this broke, but like the little hinge broke, so I have to take it apart like this. This is a brightening powder. I like using kind of like a dupe for a Tati Blendiful, or you could use a Blendiful. It's just a powder puff, and then I pat this on my under eyes, and it really just continues to brighten and set my under eyes. It's such a beautiful powder. Just under my under eyes, around my nose, and in any place that I feel like I may crease a little bit. We have a lot of Essence products today because Essence is like one of the most affordable brands that you can find at Ulta Beauty. Today we're going to be using the Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder. I would have chosen like a different bronzer, but all of the other bronzers I have from the drugstore are actually over $10. So this is the Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder. This is in the fairest shade. So we're just going to be taking, I have like a stippling brush, and I like to just use this to warm up my face a little bit. I really feel like they reformulated this powder. I feel like it used to not look so good on my skin. It's very like creamy smoothie. Silky smooth is what it kind of reminds me of. And I feel like it could be definitely compared to like the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. It doesn't have as much of like a satin finish to it. The Butter Bronzer has almost like, it's a little bit satin because it has a little bit of like, I wouldn't say sparkle, but it has that like satin feel to it where it has a little bit of luminosity. But it is under $10, so if you're looking for something affordable, this is the way to go. So this is what the face is looking like so far. We're going to touch up on blush. I'm really excited about the blush today. I have, again, another Essence product, but this blush formula is absolutely stunning, and it is the satin blush. It's the blush is what it's called. This is in the shade Befitting. It's a very cool toned blush, powder blush. It's like so cool toned. It's very mauvey, but it's just so pretty on the skin, the way that it like melts in, and you can just load it onto your skin if you really want to. It's just one of those blushes that like you can't go wrong. I feel like you can't go over the top with this because it's so pretty. We're just gonna use this all over my face. And I've really been into the whole like cold girl makeup thing lately, where you just like blush up everything on your face, and it looks like you're completely flushed from being outside. But I'm obsessed with that look, and I do have a whole look up on my channel with that. This would be a great blush to like mimic the cold girl because it is a cool toned blush. It's so pretty. For highlighter, we're going to use the Pure Nude highlighter. Again, this is from Essence. It is called Be My Highlight. This is very subtle, very natural. It is not like in any way like one of those like let's blow your mind away with my highlight. It's definitely super, super subtle. And I'm actually using the same brush as I used for the blush. This is the Sigma like holiday brush that they came out with. It's called the Soft Blend 60, and I like it because I use it for my blush and I use it for my highlight, and it kind of like meshes together and it looks really, really pretty. So I use this and I just apply the highlight on, and it's just super, super natural. It's not anything over the top. It's not, a streak across my face. It is blendable, but I have found that it's just one of the most beautiful natural highlights. And if you're wanting to add it to your makeup bag, if you're starting a makeup bag, or you just need to replace your highlight and you don't want something too over the top, like this is perfect for you. It's like a $4 or $5 highlight, and it's so pretty. Now for finishing spray, I always spray before going in with the rest of my face. I like to like set my face. One of my recommendations would be the Maybelline Lasting Fix. This is a sample size and it's empty. And the full size is currently sold out everywhere because I feel like it is a dupe for MAC Fix Plus, and it comes in a huge, huge bottle for $10. So that is a fantastic setting spray. Today we're just going to be using the Prime and Fine. This is from Catrice. You used to be able to find this at Ulta. You can only find it online now. So I do have other products in my under $10 video that feature Catrice. So if you want to purchase from Catrice, there's a whole bunch of product that I have that's under $10 that I do recommend. This setting spray is one of them. It's the Multi-Talent Fixing Spray. I really wish they were still in Ulta though, because it saddened me when they weren't in Ulta. Like, why? Why did you leave? For eyeshadow, we're going to get, I have 3 palettes that I pulled out because these are all so affordable, but so good. We have the Bite Size Shadows from e.l.f. Cream and Sugar, which I feel like this is a dupe for the Natasha Denona Mini Nude. It's 4 shades, but it's very, very similar. And then we have the Rose Water. This one is like a very mauvey, purpley. It's a beautiful color story, and I think these two together, like you definitely can't go wrong with these. Their formula is beautiful. The metallics are absolutely stunning. You get 4 shades in each one, and you could buy 2 of them, I think, for between $6 and $8 now, and they're absolutely stunning. They're totally worth it. And then we have this one. It is the Essence $4 eyeshadow palette called Taupe It Up, and I love taupe eyeshadows. Like, they are my favorite. And this one is a $4 shadow. The packaging is tiny, it's compact, comes with a full-size mirror, which I absolutely love about this. So these are the 3 eyeshadow palettes that I brought out today to just kind of show you some different options that you can have at the drugstore. Most of the products in this video are actually from e.l.f. and Essence, which I find completely ironic, but they're the most affordable brands at the drugstore if you don't want to go super expensive, but you want really good quality. So we're going to be using Taupe It Up today because I think it'll work really well with like the green sweater. We might incorporate some of the bite-sized rose water. I think the taupe and like the mauve shades are going to be absolutely stunning on my eyes. And as of late, I have been using a lot of Alter Ego brushes. These are available on shopalterego.com, and their full brush set is so inexpensive, but they're so good. They're so high quality. We're going to be using Alter Ego number 7, and this Essence palette has a lot of shades in it. I'm going to be using this very, very dark taupey shade at the bottom. And I like this because it comes with that entire full-size mirror, which makes it really easy for travel. Because a lot of these other products from Essence, none of them came with a mirror. So like you would have to have a mirror if you're adding these to your makeup bag, especially if you're traveling with them. So we're using this as my crease shade. It's a very, very like gray shade, very taupey. I love taupey shades. So another, like if you're really into taupes, another eyeshadow palette that I do recommend, I didn't include it in this video because it is over $10. It's $14, but it's from ColourPop. It's called That's Taupe. That is one of my absolute favorite like taupey neutral palettes as well. So now that we have the crease laid out, I'm going to take an Alter Ego number 5, and there's these like really light neutral shades, and we're just going to use it to blend out this formula. So I'm using this shade right here. I feel like Essence, like they really stepped up their formula within the last year. And these little 6-pan palettes for $4 are just, they're such a steal. I think we're going to take a little bit of this shade right here. This is from the Rose Water palette. I'm going to use this as like an outer corner shade. Because this taupe shade really, it only has like some medium tones. It doesn't have anything that's like super deep. So we're going to put this purple shade like on the outer corner. Again, even if you buy this one and you buy the That's Taupe shade because you like taupey shades, it's still only $8 that you're spending on some really high quality shadows. And they're all from the drugstore. Now we're going to use this shade from That's Taupe. It's a very, again, it's a taupey shade, but this is going to go on my lid. We might add in some foil from the Rose Water palette as well to kind of give it a little bit of a pinky rose tone as well. But these shades look really, really good together. And I am going to use some of the pink shade from Rose Water. I feel like this is just going to brighten it up a little bit because it's a little bit too like gray for me. So I'm going to put this right in the middle of my lid. So really amped it up. For my eyebrows, we're going to set them with the e.l.f. Brow Lift. Now this is a dupe for the ABH Brow Freeze, And quite honestly, like this is one of the best brow freezes I have ever used. I have wonky eyebrows and a little bit of this goes such a long way. I just dip my spoolie in and I thinly coat it so that it doesn't overdo my brows. Like if you put too much on, they're like plastered to your face and it's just way too much. But if you just thinly coat it on, which I do, is I swirl it and then I kind of clean it off a little bit. It's enough product to get your eyebrows to stay in place without like overpowering them. Really nice brow freeze formula, and it's $8. It's under 10, like this entire video. Everything is under $10. Now let's do a little bit of a lip combination, one of my favorites. I have an Essence lip liner. All of the Essence lip liners are 1, really affordable, 2, great pigments, and 3, they have great, like they have some that are sharpening and then they have ones that are actually retractable. I recommend the ones that are retractable. It's a very neutral shade for me. It almost matches my lip color like perfectly, but it's a little bit on the pink side, which is fine. So sometimes I will do a lipstick, sometimes I won't do a lipstick, sometimes I'll just go in with a gloss. This is the Maybelline Lifter Gloss. This is right at that $10 price point, but so pretty. And Maybelline has a lot of lipsticks right now that are absolutely stunning. I have the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade 011 Brass. So this is like a pink coral, and it's supposed to be like a dupe for the Fenty Gloss Bomb. I don't know if that's true or not, but it is really pretty. It's supposed to plump your lips as well. And then it's so pretty when it's paired with just a lip liner. Last but not least on my full face of anything under $10 is a Lash Princess mascara. This is from Essence. This is currently what I have open, but anything from Essence in general, like their mascaras, are $5 and they are fantastic. But my favorite one is the Lash Princess False Effect mascara. Like, look how it just makes my lashes fanned out. They look so natural and beautiful, and it's not anything like super over the top, but it definitely gives me the depth for my eyelashes that I need, because when I don't have like mascara on, my eyes just look so weird. All right, here you have it, a full face of drugstore makeup under $10. A lot of e.l.f., a lot of Essence. They are some of the most affordable brands that you can find at Ulta. They're very affordable. So if you guys are looking to, start into makeup, if you're looking to, revamp your entire makeup bag for products under $10, go check out my under $10 series. Thank you so much for watching and staying tuned to the end of the video. I really hope you consider subscribing, and I get to see you in my next video. Bye!